Halftime live, Danny Pommells along with Ray Didinger. So glad you could join us here on YouTube and Twitter. Well, how about it? 2 quarters in the books. The Eagles on the wrong end of a lopsided 19-0 score here as they take on the Patriots at Lincoln Financial Field. And Ray, of the many storylines coming into this game, one of them was squelched, strangely enough, right away as we saw Joe Flacco come out to take the opening series snaps for the Eagles, and Jalen Hurts, according to the Eagles, is out with an illness that is non-COVID related. Had to be a big surprise.
Big surprise to me.
Yeah.
I don't know. I want to know a little more about this. When did he get sick exactly? I mean, when we were all doing the pregame show,
he was taking reps. Yeah.
We kept cutting to live shots of the field, and he was out there taking full reps with everybody, throwing the ball, moving around, dancing, and all of a sudden he's sick. Seems a little odd to me.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know, I really don't know. I mean, it's you know, Nick Sirianni had said this week that he wanted to play him more. He felt like it was important that he get more work, get more reps in the games to get ready for the season. And here's an opportunity tonight, and all of a sudden, after warming up fully with everybody,
right,
he's sick. I don't know.
Yeah.
I got to know more about that. But that, you know, that was just the start of it, and then, you know, third play, Nate Herbig snaps the ball over
Joe Flacco's
head,
yeah,
and it's pretty much all been downhill since then.
Yeah, it has been downhill from there. I think, you know, there was a lot of speculation about how long the starters would actually play because of the de facto reps that they got, you know, with the Patriots during the week, that, you know, a lot of the coaches had looked at that as maybe enough opportunity for them to kind of work, you know, their things out against the Patriots. But here we are with, you know, the opposite side of that, with Devontae Smith also making his debut after the knee sprain. We're hoping to see him and Jalen Hurts continue to develop their chemistry, which they obviously started way back in college. But Devontae Smith, a couple of balls from Joe Flacco. We saw him make one catch, but it just seemed like the timing was maybe off with them from not working together as much, with a ball slightly thrown behind Devontae a couple of times and just not giving him a great opportunity to succeed. Yeah,
I mean, we've seen him over the course of his college career make a lot tougher catches than that. First one, the ball's a little low and a little behind. Then the other one was sort of a back shoulder throw that was on him late. But those are catches he's going to make. That's why I was a little bit surprised that he played tonight, because he really did very little, Dan. I mean, he missed 3 whole weeks. He came back. He was on the field this week for the joint practices, but on Monday, he was just jogging and doing light stuff on the side. He didn't take part in any of the unit drills. Tuesday he did, but not extensively. And that's why I thought, well, they probably won't play him Thursday night. He just hasn't had much work here. And he does look a little rusty. I mean, there's very little timing and very little chemistry between he and Flacco. That's pretty obvious. The only third down they converted was the one pass to Devontae Smith. And I think that's, you saw that play. We've seen that 100 times at Alabama.
Sure.
And because that ability to come off the press, get underneath, create that separation, catch the ball and turn it up the field. I mean, you'd see that play in your sleep if you watched Alabama. And he showed tonight that he can actually run it successfully here in the NFL. You know, there are probably people wondering, gee, this is the guy we heard all about. Doesn't seem so special. Just give him a chance and wait. But, you know, it's, you know, through 2 games now, the Eagles, I don't want to sound like Mr. Negative, it is preseason football. They've converted 1 third down in 2 games. They were 0 for 8 on third down against Pittsburgh. They're 1 for 6 third down in this game. Now, I know preseason is what it is, but still, you want to be executing a little bit better than that. And the other thing that's recurring now, and it was certainly true against Pittsburgh, and it's true again tonight, is the defensive front that you have. And it was the second half last week, so it was your backups. And it was all backups in the first half here because Cox, Graham, none of those guys are playing. But you just got nothing there. I mean, you got no pass rush at all. And they're getting run over. You know, and the Steelers just ran right over them last week. And the Patriots ran over them here in the first half. So one of the things you're kind of hoping is in that backup group of the 2s and the 3s and the defensive front, you'll find 1 or 2 guys that kind of emerge and look like they can be players.
Right.
Well, last 2 weeks, they've had ample opportunity, all of those guys, and they really haven't shown you very much.
We did get some positive plays from Alex Singleton, though. He continues to
Yes.
show that he is a high caliber, or has the potential to be a high caliber linebacker for this team. The motor is there, the want to, the desire, the technique. He looked a little spent later in the game.
He got tired.
Yeah, but that is a bright spot that we can look to.
If you're talking about defense, he is the bright spot.
Right.
I mean, that's really all it is. But he does look like a good player, and I know. Last year, when he got a chance to play, he had the pick 6 against San Francisco and a couple of other plays. He was very active and he was around the ball. But I was a little, I didn't want to go.
Yeah.
I didn't want to go overboard because sometimes on a team where a defense plays as bad as the Eagles' defense played last year, sometimes a guy can look better than he really is.
Sure.
He's part of a bad defense. So I said, let's just wait and see what he really proves to be. But I think what you've seen this summer. In practices and now through a couple of games is I think he's a pretty good player. He's certainly bounced around. My goodness, he's played just about everywhere there is to play. But one thing that is undeniable is he does have a sense of where the football is. He finds it. And he made one play in the first half that was really a good play. It was a screen pass that was very well set up.
Sure.
I mean, the timing was good. The blocking was out front. There were 2 blockers. And he split the blockers and made the tackle for a minimal gain. And when that play first developed, it looked like it had a chance to be a big gainer, and he cut it down pretty much at the line of scrimmage. And that's, those are the kind of plays that good players make. And I think that the Eagles have kind of found themselves something in Alex Singleton. But beyond that, not much on defense.
Hey, with all that is going on with the Eagles, it's worth mentioning that Ray mentioned a few of the starters that are out. We didn't see Jalen Hurts. Jake Elliott also not playing in this game. So, if the Eagles do get into, field goal range, we won't see him out there, and hopefully they can get on the board here in the second half. This is just whetting your palate, Ray and I discussing, because we will be with our full panel of experts on the Eagles post-game live coming up as soon as the clock hits 0. So be sure to join us there over on NBC Sports Philadelphia. For Ray Didinger, I'm Danny Pommells. Thanks for watching Eagles Halftime Live. We'll see you.